Guys, there is this interesting thing that I'm about to share with you. Basically, there is an official statement along this line. Police officers are not allowed to own taxis. Period. Well, it's not according to me, it's according to their statement. We've been told that they are not allowed to own taxis. 2, you see, police, when you hear police says, don't take pictures of me. Hey, according to this, police have no right to tell you that, don't take pictures of me. They are saying police can be recorded and you must take pictures as in and when you want to do it. Because they are public servants. It's not according to me. Here, I've got a statement. We're about to read that one. Santaco has issued a statement to say, you see this thing of taxi associations going around saying, now we say people must not must not be driven on their private cars. Santaco says, yeah. That's faggy. We have never sent people to do that. Oh, it's not according to me, according to Santaco. So, where do you want me to start? I will want to start this video from Santaco, and let's read a statement from Santaco that reads as follows. The South African National Taxi Council, Santaco, note with concern the circulation of false information on social media suggesting that the council has instructed South Africans not to use their private vehicles and to travel with their families. We wish to place it on record that Santaco has never issued such communication and has never imposed any mode of transport to the public. Any individual making such claim is not and has never been speaking on behalf of the council. The council strongly condemns this act in a strongest term. Like in other paid-for transport service, taxi operations are voluntarily and remain a choice available for commuters. We strongly urge members of the media to exercise caution and verify information with us before publishing reports on this nature. Publishing misleading information without affording Santaco a right to reply mislead the public and damages trust in the sector. Santaco pen, akusho mina. For clarity, only law enforcement authorities hold the legal mandate to enforce regulation relating to transport in South Africa. We encourage members of the public to report any incident of harassment or unlawful enforcement directly to law enforcement agencies. Santaco remain committed on saving the nation with integrity and transparency. One will then have to ask the following question. What if taxi associations or some members who own taxis are police officers, and you are told to report to the very same people who own taxis? Well, the South African Police Service or the Department of Justice is about to answer that question. But before, listen to this incident.
Taxi driver, I have to take a taxi. I can't get a Bolt that I want to take with my money. I'm standing out here. I've been standing at the mall for over 2 hours with kids. I have a baby that's hungry. I'm a taxi driver. About me and my kids. Here they are. They're arguing with the Bolt driver right now. They're not thinking about me and my kids. They're thinking about themselves. I can't take a taxi. I can't take a Bolt. I'm forced to take a taxi. Where I lapong to driver me. This is the current situation that's happening at Krisani Mall, Fosloras. We are being forced into transports that we don't want with our monies. Can somebody come and do something here? I am not going to take a taxi. I don't want to take a taxi. I want to take a Bolt because I have a car. And when my car is not available, I'm a Bolt customer.
So you see where it's going. Now, don't worry. Relax. I want us to start with the photographing and recording of police on duty. Police often say, hey, man record me. Yeah, and we've seen police grabbing people's phone and say, hey, why are you recording me? Am I right? Well, the Justice, Crime Prevention and Security Department have issued the next statement and said, the recording or photographing of police officials while on duty or executing their duties. There is no prohibition that prevent a private person from recording police official while police official is on duty or exercising any power or duty as a police official in public. A private person is not committing any offense. Let me repeat this. A private person is not committing any offense, a bit interference with a member or defeating or obstructing the cause of justice or any other offense merely because he or she is recording the conduct of a police official. Arrest under these circumstances will be unlawful. The device used by a person to make such recording or to take a photography may be seized, damaged, destroyed, merely because recording was made or photography taken of a police official. In addition, such recording or photography does not constitute contravention of the Protection of Personal Information Act, blah, 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 and police officials cannot rely on their right to privacy to protect their identity or conduct. But I want to read these before we start. The device used by any person to make such a recording or to take a photography may not be. The device used by any person to make such a recording or to take photography may not be. And I want to repeat the word, may not be seized, damaged, or destroyed merely because a recording was made or photography taken of a police official. You see, I've seen it when police goes angry at people saying, yeah, why are you recording me? Yeah. We've seen it. But now we are told, you are a police officer. As long as you are wearing that uniform, you have no business telling people not to record you, not to take you pictures. I think this serves, it is a good thing. And before I can add any commentary here, I want to say, I'm a biggest proponent of the following presupposition or belief. You do not beat a police officer on duty. Don't touch a police that is wearing a uniform. Never. Never get that temptation. When that temptation arises, even if you know that, go die. You don't do it as long as they are wearing that uniform. Don't. But equally, I now believe on this, and I'm glad they brought this to say, you can record, you can take pictures of police officers. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is not going to sit well with some police officers now that we have revealed this information. The same Department of Justice, Crime Prevention and Security reported the following and said, cops moonlighting as tax bosses will be prosecuted. We received complaint and allegation that certain police officials are involved in taxi industry and that they and their spouses, partners are operating taxis. Police officials as custodians responsible for the enforcement of the National Land Transport Act (NLTA) cannot be involved in taxi industry based on the provision of Section 13 of the NLTA. No police official, his or spouse, are allowed to own a taxi. Police officers and their spouses therefore commit an offense should they own taxis or otherwise involved in the public transport industry. They also contravened the National Instruction 18 of 2019, Integrity Management in the South African Police Service. All police officials are well aware of this national instruction and are sensitized on a frequent basis on integrity management. Yay! Okay, I'll continue. Guys, if you want to get into a public transport game, do not marry a police official, because you as a partner of a police officer, you are not allowed. It doesn't end with the police. You are not allowed to participate. I want to focus on you, not the police. You, the spouse, the husband to the police officer or the wife, you are not allowed. Letan nama textwen la. Letan. So remember that one, I mean. Until your children are grown up. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, but bring your taxes to me. Otherwise, I'll deal with you. Bring the taxes to me. Okay, let's proceed. If any police official is found to be involved in a prohibited industry, such as the transport or security sector, a disciplinary investigation must be initiated for the purpose of remedial steps. Where there are allegations, suspicions, complaints that police officers or their spouse, partners, or immediate family are involved in the public transport industry and there is sufficient information available, line managers, commanders must immediately institute internal disciplinary processes where applicable. Also register criminal case docket. So in other words, when a police officer, their partner or their child is involved in the taxi industry, you're like, hey, Bozala, give me the text. They're like, oh, look, okay, it's fine. So we are going to go to the state and tell them to repossess it. And you will also go to prison. I'm joking, don't do that. You'll lose your life. But the bottom line is that it is not allowed. But according to me, according to their own rules, me, I'm just reporting what they wrote. Don't kill the messenger, kill the message. Another person says, and what is the ruling on Metro Corps owning taxes? The same department responded and said, same provisions of the National Land Transport NTL applies. Where do I report them? I have evidence. Somebody asked. Then the same people responded. Because somebody says, no, I've got evidence that I know. Hey, now I'm thinking, guys, as they talk about it, I'm like, I know someone. But let me not go there. So they responded and say, kindly direct messages to us as the comprehensive detail of the appropriate actions, right? Okay? But guys, to be quite honest, one way or the other, we know somebody that owns taxes, guys. It's there, man. We know it. I'm glad because this channel, we are so progressive in nature, and I like the fact that you guys, you must appreciate the fact that we must be progressive, and you know what I'm saying, continue to use this channel as an educational platform. But over and above, I wanted to bring this to your attention because when I came across this, I said to myself, wow, I didn't know that police officers cannot own taxis. I've heard taxi associations complaining. And so this comes as a result of that guy whose life was taken at Maponya Mall. Apparently some police were dragging their feet because they are part and parcel of the industry. You know what's funny? Because there are police officers who have cars on Uber platform. We know that. There are police officers who have taxes. We know that. But what we didn't know is that it is illegal. Not only do you get internal disciplinary, not only does internal disciplinary action take place, but also you get a criminal like a criminal case can be opened against such police officers. Here's an interesting part here. Do you think that after they watch this video, because they are going to share this video amongst themselves, they're like, hey, have you seen this? Hey, niggas on the mina. I'm passing information. So, donate me, please. So they would say, have you seen this? Hey. The question is, are they going to stop owning those Uber cars and those minibus taxi? I don't know. It's up to you. Tell me in the comment section below.